welcome. This is the energy for today, January 8th. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy of today, January 8th? And soulmate, regeneration, flexibility, being flexible, going the distance, and observer. So maybe this is a change that you've seen. As far as with the observer, maybe this is something that I feel that you've been watching from afar. Maybe something that you don't think, maybe you didn't think it was meant for you in the beginning. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's a sense of regeneration is really having that kind of a moment where things went cold, completely dead, over. Everything was over, but my God, something's back to life. And it could definitely be due to a soulmate connection here for you. I feel like a lot of the card readings have been about love, like intimate soul people in your life. So perhaps maybe you needed some sort of flexibility, some kind of change in order to perhaps allow this relationship to come to. I definitely feel there's a change here with the flexibility. It is ending some sort of cycle so you can start a new cycle, and it's definitely what the cards are saying. So going the distance, maybe one of you is finding out that you need to go the distance with someone. It might be a choice, something where you just have to go to the finish line. Maybe you started something, it wasn't able to start for some time back. For some time now, I feel that you've had a sense of observing someone and then not for you. So I have to clarify those before I put them away. Maybe you had another relationship that wasn't for you. It didn't bring any peace and harmony into your life. And perhaps this is where you had to have a flexibility and perhaps really observe and get intuition and knowledge as far as which direction to take your life. What is not for you, please? I want to know what is not for you. What does this mean? Not for you. So the Chariot is someone that's perhaps getting out of something that was not for you and allowing you to come to have some kind of opening in a new option, a new venture, definitely a new relationship with someone. I definitely feel that with the sense of Seven of Cups, you know which cup you want. And this is a solo writer. This is someone single coming in to give you perhaps a new opportunity. And they may have been observing you. They may have needed time to perhaps get some kind of guidance, get some clarity, some intuition, maybe observing you from afar. Let's see. Yeah, this is bringing stability. By keeping a distance from you, it brought a sense of stability where I feel that's where the flexibility is. What's observer? Observer, what does this mean, please? What is observer? What is observer? So this is definitely someone, the King of Cups, holds emotion, and definitely I feel they have some kind of clarity. The cups are about intuition and love and emotion. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying by perhaps keeping you afar or being apart from you or something like this, it's brought them some kind of clarity and truth about love and emotion, perhaps some sense of vulnerability here I'm feeling. But I definitely want to clarify those before I put them back because I feel like we have enough cards up here. So whoever that is for, you will know, okay? So I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a sense of opening up to somebody wholeheartedly with their heart and emotion, okay? So what is card 41? And I feel this is divinely guided. I feel Spirit is looking down on both of you and pretty much guiding you back together. I don't know if you can see, there's a spirit here watching. So I definitely feel that we are all going through different changes right now where we're ending things that don't work for us and things that do work for us. We're coming back into that. And I see a lot of that already in this year. So what is card 41? This is a change. It's a change to perhaps come back together, but someone's holding the key here. Very interesting. Someone holds the key And it's almost, I almost feel like it's whoever might have pulled back from one another, that, you know, is coming back, if that makes sense. And they hold the key. Maybe they've restored something or found some kind of new love within themselves or something like this. Give me less. That's way too many. Okay, I'm paying attention. 41. They're just saying I'm talking. They're letting me talk. Okay, so you got the Queen of Cups, and we already saw the King of Cups. So maybe this is a soulmate connection. Two of Wands. This is definitely time for allowing. In this deck, it's allowing for spirituality to take hold. Perhaps the person who's holding the key has this knowledge now to perhaps move towards their soulmate. Okay. And I'm saying this because there's been some kind of stagnant situation with the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. There is someone here who has had to do some kind of work in order to balance out and get some kind of flexibility to be able to return to this Queen of Cups, if that makes sense. And in this Two of Wands, it's definitely maybe this person was fighting spirituality. That's why the Ten of Swords was there. They could have been in a place where, you know what, they weren't feeling anything. They could have been in a codependent energy for themselves mentally. The swords are about thinking. I just feel like some kind of harshness has happened to whoever is your soulmate, whether this is you or them. I definitely feel they've gone through some sort of transformation. And perhaps with the Two of Wands, this is where, you know, there has been a distance between you, but not energetically. And it's only because whoever pulled apart had to go through a transformation and become more spiritual. And I feel for a while, it's almost with the Ten of Swords that they weren't allowing you to either get close to them. They might have put you at a distance from them because they needed to do this work. And I feel that it's supposed to be the way it's supposed to be. I feel that this is definitely divinely orchestrated, for you to come together with your soulmate. They said twin. Maybe this is just a high level twin. No, they're saying twin, soulmate. So it's a twin, okay? Ten of Swords. What is this? Ten of Swords. What does this mean? Ten of Swords. What is this? And the Queen of Cups. Okay, so see, there's been some kind of time that's been held off as far as not giving some kind of message or voicing how they feel about you. And I definitely do feel that this is your Ten of Cups, but there's had to have had some kind of transformation in order for this to develop and for it to grow. I think that this person might have been just stuck in a place where they were just dark, whether they were dark as far as not doing good things for themselves, not doing good things for other people, just in a bad headspace, I feel, okay? And this is something that they've done to themselves. I feel that this is something where they pushed you away in order to work on their inner self, their inner core, okay? And perhaps you, the Queen of Cups, because I do feel you are the Queen of Cups, you hold this cup for this person. I definitely feel that you might have thought this is gone. This is totally dead. I don't have it anymore. But you got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom, which is telling you have some sort of success. And look at that. That's at Seven of Cups. So there is a new opportunity coming in back for you. Okay. And I definitely do feel this is divinely guided. I feel it's definitely divided. It's orchestrated by spirit for you to come together with this person. And I feel the meeting as well was pretty much, it wasn't a coincidence that you met this person, in other words, okay? What is the Page of Cups? Why have they been holding off? Five of Pentacles. Because they've been at a loss. They've been at that Ten of Swords. They've been in a place maybe where they could have been in this state where they felt everything wrong was happening to them. Maybe they were doing wrong to other people, to themselves. Whatever the situation is, I feel that they had to change something about themselves, okay? Go through that spirituality. And for some time, they might have been fighting the spirituality. And definitely they needed to go through a loss in order to have a transformation, if that makes sense, okay? What is regeneration? So this is definitely coming back to life. It's growing again. It's very much like that picture. It's molten lava. The lava gets dark and hard, but yet all of a sudden something starts to grow out of that lava. It starts to reform again and regenerate. allowing you for a second chance with this person, I believe. It's a new cycle. It's definitely a new cycle. What is this regeneration? What is regeneration, please? What is regeneration? Okay, let's see. So, this is the Eight of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, guys. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune. So, I do feel that because the Eight of Swords is in reverse, this person has definitely held themselves in this place where, you know, they didn't think they were good enough. They couldn't move. They couldn't, almost like they couldn't just focus. And they spent a lot of time in loss, depending on their situation as far as what happened to them with family life. Because we have the Ten of Cups here. Maybe this is something that stems back to childhood because we have the Page of Cups here. So it definitely could be that this person was in a bad mental place for a long time because of their upbringing. I feel that whatever they tried to do, whatever they tried to accomplish, whether it be business, whether it be family, whatever it was always a sense of not enough happiness, or something was wrong, or maybe this person was just belittled so much by either family members, his parents, his or her parents. I said his, so maybe it's a boy. You know, it's almost like just getting sabotaged verbally and verbally abused by somebody, and growing up that way and staying stuck that way, if that makes sense. But then I feel that they might have met you, and it wasn't a coincidence. It was definitely meant for you to perhaps have this person change, if that makes sense, okay? I definitely feel that there is a sense here with the Wheel of Fortune that you somehow flipped them around, if that makes sense, okay? Because that's what I feel this is telling me today. I do feel that there's a sense of success with you, the person that holds their cup, their soulmate, okay? Their twin. What is the Wheel of Fortune and regeneration? So this is telling you you're going to have a new beginning because some sort of cycle is ended, okay? The Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, definitely letting stuff go. And maybe this person has done that inner work with the Eight of Pentacles. They've done inner work to release. You have two eights here, to release some kind of bad feeling about themselves, okay? And they fought this for a long time with this Two of Wands. So three of Swords. What is the Three of Swords? So maybe they been through some kind of turmoil as far as relationships, maybe with a partner, not being loyal to them, perhaps stabbing them in the heart by cheating, something like this. It could have been that they did this to you. What is the Three of Swords? Clarify the Three of Swords for me. And perhaps maybe they thought this connection was lost because of the Three of Swords, the heartbreak, that whatever pain happened between the both of you, they might have just thought it was lost, okay? And it might have taken them to be away from you to recognize that, oh my God, I can't live without this person, if that makes sense, okay? Three of Swords. What's Three of Swords, please? So the Hermit and the Five of Swords. This is definitely where Spirit has been telling this person, get out of this cycle. Get out of this Five of Pentacles cycle and Eight of Swords where you hold yourself back. It's almost like, you know what, let go of it. It's not doing anything for you any longer. And it's time to move away from it. It's time to move away. And so with the Hermit, it's definitely a healing card. It's definitely a time where I do feel like either this person or yourself pulled themselves away from each other, in a sense to perhaps just have time for themselves to heal. This is a healing card. You have three major cards here that are talking about changing things for themselves. The Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit, okay? So maybe they're releasing heartbreak and pain. Three of Swords isn't always a third-party situation because I feel it stems all the way back from childhood, but they could have just been attracting this kind of relationship where it was all failure because it was not on a good foundation, okay? I want to know, what is the Five of Swords? What is it? There might be just surrendering to their own inner conflict, but what is the Five of Swords? The Hangman from keeping themselves from being spiritual. The Six of Swords, moving out of some sort of turmoil, sadness, hard stuff. So maybe they have been married to a person who, either married to a person or just their relationships haven't worked. But this person has been the kind of person that stays in their head a lot and doesn't really vocalize things. I feel like they just sort of go through the ride. But I feel that they're changing. They're starting to perhaps get some kind of intuition or guidance to move forward. Okay. What are they leaving? What are they leaving with the Six of Swords? What are they leaving? Because that's leaving. Is this a person or just a place? A thought, like as far as mental thinking. What is the Six of Swords, please? What is the Six of Swords? I want to know, please. Six of Swords. That is giving them some sort of flexibility and a new start, I feel. Six of Wands. I feel like they're just balancing out. I feel that this person is leaving just turmoil in their life. Sixes are about harmony and peace and love. So maybe they found some sort of new kind of way to love themselves and forgive themselves, okay? What is flexibility? So this is a new cycle. By being flexible and having a sense of transformation and rebirth, they're being flexible. And so what is this flexibility bringing the viewer? I want to know what this flexibility is bringing the viewer and their soulmate. So you got the Sun card, which is talking about healing. Anything that happens with you and this person, it's definitely blessed. There's a sense of protection here and growth. Very much a lot of harmony. I feel like success and harmony. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is definitely speaking about perhaps conveying some sort of message, getting some kind of good news for you. You got the Two Pages, so I do feel it's a message about love and emotion, and then perhaps something where, maybe they're still learning. Maybe they need your help to go further in their spiritual evolving, I feel, okay? So you got the King of Swords as well, which is clarity. This is bringing you some kind of truth and clarity, I feel. This is a message of perhaps apologies, perhaps just laying it all out on the table for you as far as what they've been through. I feel like this person, they might have shared that love with you, but they couldn't maybe voice things to you because this person has been in their head quite a bit with all these swords, okay? So I definitely do feel that with this King of Swords, what is coming in with this King of Swords as far as a message with the Page of Pentacles? What is this message, please, that brings flexibility for them? What is this? Okay, my God, you guys are just giving me books and books. I don't know which one to take. Just give me less, please. Can you give me less? What is this bringing? Okay, King of Swords, what is it bringing? I'll ask you one by one. Okay. Okay, and so then what is the Page of Pentacles? What is the Page of Pentacles, please? It's like they tell me to slow down. Okay, so this King of Swords is really taking some sort of initiative to perhaps make a decision to come back and give you some kind of partnership with the Two of Cups. So the King of Swords is saying Two of Cups, okay? And the Page of Pentacles is saying King of Wands. So this person is definitely, they could be in this state of where their intuition and their mind is telling them, hey, give this message, make this decision, and give this person a new partnership with the Two of Cups, okay? So because it is a page, it's almost as if they're still healing. They're still letting go of some kind of loss, some kind of pain that they've held themselves, and they're still growing is what I'm trying to tell you. And so they will come and perhaps voice that they want a partnership with you. And so the Sun is telling you you're going to have victory and success, but this person is healing. They're still very much trying to learn how to what are they saying? They're trying to figure out how all this spirituality and this kind of clear-headedness works in a sense, because they've never felt this light. As far as their energy, they've always lived on the dark side as far as mentally, maybe depression, maybe selflessness, where they didn't have self-worth, something like this. Okay, so this is a person who might have been just very introverted, and it's only because of the upbringing that they were told they were no good. Okay, so they're learning how to perhaps use their power, their energy, their intuition. Okay, there you go. And so what does this go the distance? And this is definitely choosing. This is choosing. Exactly what the Two of Cups, they're saying they're choosing to perhaps stop being in their head, stop withholding. They're saying stop withholding. Seven of Swords, please. What is this? Maybe changing something about them. What are they withholding with the Seven of Swords? What is it that they're going to go the distance with the Seven of Swords? Maybe where they haven't told you anything about how they feel about you, maybe lying to you. I definitely feel it's a sense of something within themselves, okay? Not with you. Something with their inner growth, and that they hold back on. So they're still trying to become, you got two sevens. They're still in a state of planning. They're still in a state of thinking more positive, if that makes sense. They're still healing, guys. They're still healing because it takes you a while to get to where you're completely balanced, especially when you're having an awakening and a change. You may have one day where it's just totally positive, and then the next day you somehow revert to negative, if that makes sense. This is where this person is. So with the two sevens here, Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords, they're still somehow not fully able to go all the way, if that makes sense, because they're not completely healed. So this is a message to you that this person is trying to change. They're trying to become more spiritual, and they're having some kind of internal fight as far as, one day is good and one day is bad. And so they haven't completely done the transformation. So they're telling you they still need time to heal. That's what they're telling me. But they're definitely, it's almost like they definitely want a new partnership with you, but they also know that they can't come back and cause any kind of pain or anything like this. They need to be centered and balanced before they come back and give you some kind of victory, success with the go the distance, because they're gonna finish. They're gonna go through that finish line, but they're not quite there yet. If you look at the card, they're doing it, but they haven't crossed that finish line yet. Okay, if that makes sense. It's almost like they're still trying to fight. They're still fighting on, and that's what I get with the Seven of Wands, because they're battling their mindset. This person has been very mental trip, like depression. I feel. So Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Six of Cups. They're gonna come back to you. Look at that, beautiful. You are their Empress. You are their person. Okay, and that's immediately what they said with this. But this person still holds on to that key because they're not quite balanced. But once they do, you have success, you have this family, and you have the return of this person. Definitely, that's what I feel. And that's when they're going to be able to cross that finish line, and you're going to have that success with them, okay? So I definitely do feel you have to let this person heal, or else if they come back to you not healed fully, it can revert to some kind of heartache or some kind of loss, okay? Definitely. What else? Okay, so you do have a new beginning. You do have some kind of karmic justice coming in for you that is going to bring a sense of peace with the Four of Swords. It's about ending a difficult cycle and something. Because you've been waiting, you're going to get your karmic justice, your balance, okay? And I definitely feel that there's a tight pull here because you're holding on to that cup. You're the first one that came out besides the soulmate card. It's like you're the one that's holding this together for them. Energetically, I definitely feel, for sure. And there it is. There's your soulmate, for sure. Oh my gosh, like I love it. This is your soulmate, okay? Your twin. I say soulmate, but twin. Just real high level soulmate, I feel. So how can I conclude the story for today? For the viewer. For the viewer, how can I conclude this story, please? For the viewer. Five of Wands. So see this person, and this is the after tarot deck. So see how they're sitting here and they're somewhat at peace. They're not listening to any more internal conflict or conflict from other people. They're learning how to just be balanced. And this is change. This is a 5. It's speaking about changes. This person is still transforming, guys. But once that transformation is here, complete, you got the Wheel of Fortune. It's success. You got the 2 tens, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You have success. Oh, yeah. There's 2. Okay, yeah. There's 2 tens. So, you know, it's like you're going to have that success. And you're going to get the reuniting, that moment that, you know, this person comes back to your life. With the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, this is a reunion for you and your twin. What else? Give me one more. Okay, new cycle, guys. Absolutely new cycle. And this love offer is going to come in for you, okay? Absolutely beautiful. At the bottom of the deck is that 6 of Cups again. So I definitely do feel this is your twin. You know, like I said, it's almost like they're going to come back and give you this offer, but it's not until they have fixed themselves, okay? Because you don't want to have to fix somebody. They're fixing themselves, and they're taking that time. They're doing the right thing now. They might have just jumped into things in the past, and now it's almost like they've had a change in mindset, a change in doing things like they did in the past, and that's why they've had a sense of regeneration, and they're being more flexible, okay? So I would like to know, what is the love message for this viewer? What is the love messages that they need to see and hear for the viewer? What is any sort of love message for themselves, for them? What do they need to see and hear, please, is what I'm asking you. Okay, so what you give will come back. Okay, what you give will come back. It's coming back to you, definitely. Keep it simple. Take it slow. Take your time. Work on you. And then dwell on what you love. So this is telling you don't give up on that love, okay? And then karma is on your side, which is definitely what I feel with this. It's divinely guided, okay? And this is definitely a time to balance out the scales with the justice here. And forgive. And this person's learning to forgive. So, and then you will be surprised. So I definitely do feel that you are definitely headed towards something great, okay? So there you go, guys. I do hope you like this reading. Be patient. All I can say is be patient. This person is transforming on their own time. You can't hurry them. So thank you for your time. Have a great day.